Hey, movie lovers, this is Leo.
Mike.
And Kevin from Films and Fermentation.
If you love comedy, movies, and a good drink in hand, then you need to check out the Pod Nation Media Network.
It's home to a variety of amazing podcasts covering everything from pulp culture to history and, of course, movies like ours.
And the best part, Pod Nation Media Network is featured on Roku, so you can stream your favorite podcasts anytime.
Alongside Films and Fermentation, you'll find other fantastic shows like the KJ&A podcast, The Undiscovered Entrepreneur, Real Sharks, and so many more.
So grab a drink, press play, and join the fun with Pod Nation Media Network.
Because everything's better with a little comedy, movies, and booze.
Learn more by going to linktree.com/podnationpods.
Films and fermentation, movies and inebriation with films and fermentation, comedy mixed with tasty libation. Films and fermentation with Leo, Batman, and Mike.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Films and Fermentation. It's been a while since we've had a new episode. Mike was on vacation for a little while. Kevin and I are teachers, and we started school, and we always need some time off to get ready for that. And but we missed you guys. We missed hanging out with each other and talking about movies. And we also have our good friend Cthulhu Jack with us tonight.
Yeah,
because it is not a Films That Time Forgot episode without Cthulhu Jack on here as well. So welcome back to the season 11 premiere. This is the 12th part in our Films That Time Forgot series. Once again, this is Films and Fermentation, a movie and alcohol podcast, #1 pop culture podcast on Good Pods, also the #1 beer podcast on Good Pods. I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Jack.
We're 3 friends plus one more, so 4 friends who like to talk shit about movies while getting shit-faced. Welcome back, fellow film fanatics, to season 11 of Films and Fermentation. That's right. We survived another season of questionable cocktails, half-baked hot takes, and movies so forgotten even their own directors deny they exist. This premiere, we're diving deep into films that time forgot. You know, the ones that didn't just fall through the cracks. They got shoved into a basement, locked in a trunk, and buried under Jimmy Hoffa. We're talking cinematic fossils, movies you only remember when somebody says, hey, wasn't Brendan Fraser in that one? Mm-hmm. So grab a drink, lower your standards, and let's toast to another season of digging up Hollywood's awkward, dusty skeletons. Whew. I did not practice that one beforehand. That was a lot. Don't forget to drop us an email at filmsandfermentation@gmail.com or visit linktree.com/filmsandfermentation to find all of our social media and podcast links. Become part of the Films and Fermentation family by watching us on the Pod Nation Media Network on Roku. You can also find Cthulhu Jack Presents on the Pod Nation Media Network as well. You can subscribe to our Substack newsletter if you want to be up to date on what we got going on. And remember, we are an independent.
Know what we're doing up to date.
That
we don't even know what we're doing up to date half the time.
Yeah, I actually haven't posted a Substack in 3 weeks either, so it's not really that up to date. We are an independent podcast, which means we are listener supported. So please consider joining our Patreon for as little as $1 a month to receive members only content. Never crying out for mercy. They're jokes just this close to sober. So for only $1 a month, you can help keep us buzzed enough to believe our movie opinions matter. Please, won't you open your heart and your wallet to keep Films and Fermentation gloriously intoxicated? Know how hard it was to get that clip?
You did good. You did good.
That was a
Was
lot
it,
of work.
wasn't
That was a
it,
lot of work for a
Sally?
20-second joke.
Wasn't that Sally Struthers that used to do that
Sally
advert?
Struthers.
She used to do the commercials. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Sally?
Yeah.
Oh, that was back in the day. Yeah,
Back in the day.
back in the day before Sarah McLachlan and the Angels song.
Mm-hmm.
Is Sally Struthers used to do the starving children in Ethiopia commercials.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I'm
Because
sorry.
South Park made a joke about how fat she was, but she was raising money for starving people.
Right. Yeah, I got that and my dogs mixed up. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
the
right.
Sarah McLachlan one was the sad dogs. I didn't have time to get pictures of the three of us with sad faces that I could add in the background to that, but go to patreon.com/films and fermentation or purchase our merchandise at teespring.com. You can text us at 904-867-4466. Remember to keep listening to the show for more golden jokes like that one. What are we drinking tonight, everybody? Hey, Megan. Wife's Kevin's wife, Megan, has joined the show.
Damn. Sorry,
She's
really tight. I know.
looking at the child on a TV screen, it looks like.
That's right.
That is the boy.
He is down for the count, so my contributions will be in a whisper for the rest of the evening.
You're gonna be talking like a midnight
I'm
DJ.
going to be talking. Yeah. Delilah.
Tonight on Films and Fermentation.
Find yourself tonight.
So let's let Kevin go first with the drink then.
All right. Well, this news will be touched on a little bit later, but in our area, we are losing another brewery and pub. And my wife and I had ordered from there on Monday. We had ordered this special deal where it was 2 pizza pies, 2 personal pizzas, and a growler, which I haven't ordered. I haven't filled a growler in years. I took the one that I had, which had a tag on it from 2020, and it was covered by 8 inches of dust. And I gave it to them. They replaced it with one of theirs. So this is from Iron Hill Brewery. This is the Irish Red beer that they have. Yeah. We had 2 pints on Monday night, so I should have about 2 more pints left in here. And that's what I'm having.
Yeah, nice. Might as well celebrate it while you can.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, what do you got going on?
I'm going Go Birds tonight after their comeback victory. I'm drinking a garage beer, the classic lime, the Jason Kelsey beer.
The Jason Kelsey garage beer.
Yep.
I had a really, really rough week filled with very needy teachers. So I am drinking coffee, but I have a couple shots of Bailey's Irish cream in it.
Oh, excellent. Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Jack, I know you're on the road, but are you imbibing in anything?
Yeah, I figured, since we're on the cusp of October, I decided to go with a hard cider. So I'm drinking some Strongbow tonight.
Nice. I like a good hard cider.
Wasn't that promoted by Patrick Stewart? Longbow. I think it was. I think there was they had him as a spokesperson, like a little tongue-in-cheek comedy thing. But
I'll have to check it out and see. I don't know about
Interesting.
That. Drink a little Longbow. Engage. All right. It's been a while. I don't know if this is more this month in film history or this week in film history, but we're
only this week.
It's only this week. All right. So let's play the song.
This week in film history with Mike. This week in film history with Mike.
(1927) Sunrise, A Song of Two Humans, directed by F.W. Murnau. Starring George O'Brien and Janet Gaynor, is released Academy Awards unique and artistic picture 1927.
F.W. Murnau is the director of Nosferatu. Yes.
Right.
Played by John Malkovich in Shadow of the Vampire.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Jack, are you familiar with this one? Because I know you're a noir fan here. Mike,
1945
read it.
film noir Mildred Pierce, starring Joan Crawford, opens at Strand Theater in New York City. Wins Academy Award for Best Actress.
Yes, I've seen Mildred Pierce, but it's been many years. But yeah, I'm always up for a good film noir.
I know. I can't say I have seen it. I said my film knowledge prior to 1960 is fairly limited. It's an embarrassing, absence on my part of like movies between like the 30s and 40s and maybe a little bit into the 50s that I'm not like super familiar with. I'm actually more familiar with like silent films in the 20s.
Oh, interesting. See, there's a big gap in the middle. That's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed more in those movies, and I kind of wish we still had them, is when you watch an old noir or movies with the bench seats, people never get out of their car. The drivers never get out of their car on the side of the road. They always get out on the sidewalk. They scoot over, and I kind of miss that. That would be kind of fun to do. You know what I mean? Instead of like opening the door into traffic, scoot over on that big old bench. Yeah, right.
The first car I ever drove had a bench seat in it. My first car that I had was a 1990 Dodge Dynasty. It had a bench seat in the front.
Oh, nice. Now, did it have leather? Did you polish it so you could slide around real good?
No, it was cloth interior, but you could still slide across it.
Sure.
I had to be able to slide. You had to be able to have that slide across thing, because if you're driving around with the girl you were seeing at the time, you had to have her like next to you so you have your arm around her.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the crime of taking away the bench seat as well. On top of that,
I'm talking a big game. Like, I had a lot of girlfriends. I was with my wife at the time when I had that car. She was my girlfriend at the time.
It all counts.
Yeah. Next one you got there, Mike.
Excuse me. 1959 Hammer horror film The Mummy, starring Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, is released in the UK.
This is a great movie. I love this movie.
Okay, I've seen a lot of the Hammer Dracula films with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing.
Oh, it's got one of the greatest reveals where the camera just zooms up and part of his bandages come off, revealing him. It's fantastic.
All right, I have to check that one out.
Yeah.
Next one you got there, Mike.
1962, ABC's first color television series, The Jetsons, created by Hanna-Barbera, premiered just 2 years after the premiere of The Flintstones, which is the first ever primetime animated series.
I added that Flintstone bit to your factor.
I saw that.
Because the Flintstones were black and white in its first 2 seasons.
Yep.
It was.
They also had a laugh track.
Hanna-Barbera
which were you gonna say, Mike?
Hanna-Barbera had a lot of laugh tracks on their
in the early cartoons, yeah. Next one, sir.
1982 film begins I'll Never Say Never Again, with Sean Connery playing James Bond for the final time.
And this was the one that was in competition with the Roger Moore one at the same time, right?
Yes, it was.
Speaking of Patrick Stewart.
1987, Star Trek The Next Generation, starring Patrick Stewart, debuts on syndicated TV.
And he did do commercials for Strongbow back in 2021.
Oh, wow. I'll have to find a commercial. That'd be funny. I still watch Next Gen to this day.
Yes, that's right.
Ever since Mike introduced me to the Pluto TV channel that plays it on loop.
Oh, yeah.
I love the next movie.
Oh, yeah.
1994, Ed Wood, film directed by Tim Burton and starring Johnny Depp, premieres.
Yep.
And the reason I love it is because I love Plan 9 from Outer Space as well.
I think you love the next one more.
Future events such as these will affect us all in the future. Yes, the next one, of course, I have said many times on this show, is my favorite movie of all time. So go ahead, sir.
1994, The Shawshank Redemption, directed by Frank Darabont, and starring Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman, is released.
And should have won Best Picture.
Absolutely.
It barely made the box office.
It barely made the box office that year. I know it was a bomb, but it's obviously made up for it since then, since it's played on TBS on loop every day for the last 30 years.
Did you know they're trying to remake it?
The Shawshank Redemption?
Supposedly they're talking about remaking it.
I will burn Hollywood to the ground. It's
I think
bad enough-
it's already there.
Oh Jesus! It's bad enough that they remade RoboCop and Total Recall and whatever other movies they've already tried to remake and ruin.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Yeah, cheaper by the Parent Trap.
Oh God, yeah.
But God forbid they may remake Shawshank Redemption. Oh God, it's a perfect movie. Don't remake it, please.
No.
Next thing they're going to remake is the Godfather series, right?
Yeah, right. That'll be great.
Oh,
who's going to play Michael Corleone? Timothy Chalamet.
yeah.
Speaking of,
Where was that?
speaking of gangster films,
2006, Martin Scorsese's The Departed, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, and Mark Wahlberg, premieres in New York City. Best Picture 2007.
Also,
no, you gotta say it. The Departed.
The Departed.
The Departed.
What was his name? The Departed.
The Departed.
It's also Scorsese's first win for Best Director. Finally.
Oh, is it? Wow.
Yeah, he never won. He lost Best Director twice to an actor. He lost to Robert Redford for Ordinary People.
Okay.
And he lost to Kevin Costner for Dances with Wolves the year that he did Goodfellas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That was I was pretty upset about that one.
I was upset about that one. And the first one too is he directed Raging Bull and lost to Ordinary People. So
yeah, that's tough too, because Ordinary People is a great film, but man, Raging Bull is that's just a complete masterpiece with all around. It's
all around, the acting, the directing, the cinematography.
Oh yeah.
But I do like The Departed as well, and I saw this in the theater, and it's still one of my favorite theater reactions is DiCaprio's demise at the end of the film, because the entire theater that I was in was like, what? It was such a great reaction. And the last one's her.
In 2021, James Bond film No Time to Die, the last starring Daniel Craig, premieres after a 18-month delay due to the pandemic.
And that didn't affect the box office at all.
No.
No Time to Die, only worth watching because Ana de Armas is in it.
So I'm going to go back to The Departed for a second.
Yeah.
I never actually, and I'm trying to think, I don't think I've ever seen it.
You never seen The Departed?
Oh, well, I have seen it, but not that particular film. Because the first time I had seen it there's a Hong Kong movie called Infernal Affairs.
Yeah, Infernal Affairs, which is what it was based on.
Right, what it was based on. And I remember seeing that in the theater. And then a few years later, The Departed came out, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Which was kind of funny. But so I have yet to. I've seen plenty clips of it, but that's one I have to.
It's an excellent film. It's a really, really good film. I don't know if it was his best job as a director. I kind of feel it was almost like a career award for him at that point.
Well, it's got a fantastic cast. I mean,
it's a fantastic cast. DiCaprio is great in it. Damon's great in it. Everybody's really, really good in it. Even like Alec Baldwin's really good in it. Mark Wahlberg, it's the best performance he's ever given. Probably his best performance since Boogie Nights. And
wow,
the only thing I have problem with in the film, and it's going to sound funny because he's such a great actor, is Jack Nicholson.
Really?
I don't know what he's doing with that Boston accent.
Oh no!
But it is out there.
Yeah.
When I say bury your body in the mash, I mean bury him in the fucking mash, and it's like Scorsese couldn't do anything to like.
Yeah. Well, did she fall funny?
She fall funny.
Kind of like you're doing the Philadelphia accent in what is it? Silver Linings Playbook.
De Niro's Philadelphia accent, which is basically just New York De Niro.
Yeah.
Right.
It's still better than Jack Nicholson's Boston accent. So.
Well, the worst.
It's a good film.
I think one of the worst accents ever, if you want to see it, is if you watch Scorsese's Last Temptation of Christ.
Harvey Keitel is Judas Iscariot.
Holy smokes! Yeah,
I mean Judas Iscariot by way of Brooklyn.
You say that's worse than Kevin Costner's English accent in Robin Hood.
What English accent?
What? Yeah, I was going to say.
Started with it.
I think what was his name? Kevin, his buddy there, Kevin Reynolds, I think, just gave up on him on that one.
Yeah. I think Kevin Costner directed that film himself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, so we are going to move on to some sad beer news this evening.
Kevin's here, he's here for beer. He's got news, it's beer news with Kevin.
You couldn't give me a little Sarah McLachlan there?
I think we need to change.
Just kind of pipe that in a little bit.
We need to change this music because it's beer news. It's good news. It's never good news. It's bad music for him.
This is bear news, is sad news. Go ahead, Kev. I'll leave the music playing if you want.
There you go. Yeah.
Whenever you're ready. I know you're choked up. So.
I am. I'm choked up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is my sad duty to report to you that Iron Hill Brewery has closed all of its locations effective immediately and has filed for bankruptcy. In a move that will send shockwaves through the PA craft beer community, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant has announced the immediate closure of all of its locations. Breweries in PA have received the below email screenshot from an anonymous employee from Iron Hill leadership announcing the closure. Dear team, I hope this message finds you well. It is with a heavy heart that I must announce the closure of all of our restaurant locations effective immediately. Due to ongoing financial challenges, the company has made the difficult decision to file for bankruptcy and, regrettably, will be permanently closing its doors. We understand that this news is coming with limited notice. However, we have been working diligently behind the scenes to secure new sources of funding and explore alternative solutions to avoid this situation. Communicating the financial challenges to the team ahead of time would have compromised the ability to secure the additional funding needed. This decision was not made lightly, and we understand the impact it will have on each and every one of you. We are committed to supporting our team members during this transition and will provide information regarding final paychecks, benefits, and resources for finding new employment. A final payroll, off-cycle payroll, will be processed on 9/25/2025. Those who receive direct deposit will still have their funds directly deposited into their account. We will mail any paper checks to the addresses on file through Paycor. Kelly Benefits and Lincoln Financial will be mailing information regarding benefits and 401ks for anyone who was enrolled in either respective benefits plan. We express our deepest gratitude for your contributions and dedication to our company. Each of you has played a vital role in our journey, and we sincerely appreciate your hard work and commitment.
I like the fact that you have to read quietly so you don't wake up your son, and it almost makes it feel like it's a more somber read right now.
This email circulated to team members revealed the company's decision to file for bankruptcy and permanently close its doors, citing ongoing financial challenges. The announcement, delivered with a heavy heart, marks the end of an era for the beloved brew pub chain, which has been a staple in communities across the region for decades. The internal message, dated September 25th, 2025, states, "We understand that this news is coming with limited notice. However, we've been working diligently behind the scenes to secure new sources of funding and explore alternative solutions to avoid this situation. Ultimately, financial difficulties led to the final decision. For the many fans of Iron Hill's handcrafted beers and signature pub fare, the news is heartbreaking. The brew pubs were more than just restaurants. They were community hubs, places where families gathered, friends celebrated, and beer lovers explored new tastes. The permanent closure of all of its locations is a significant loss not only for the employees and leadership, but also for the PA beer community, which relied on them as a source of great food and beer." And that is your beer news for tonight, gentlemen.
Way to kill the mood, dude. Jesus. I was talking to Mike for adding in the sound effect. What was that? Yeah.
Just
They
business.
filed for bankruptcy. It's sad. Let me play a gag sound.
Yeah, I was half expecting a D. That's all, folks.
Here you got this.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
All right. It's been a while since we've had a new episode, so I do have some movie updates for you.
Movie updates with Leo. Movie updates with Leo. Movie updates with Leo. Movie updates Leo.
So I actually mentioned this man's name earlier as two actors who beat Martin Scorsese for Best Directing Oscars, Robert Redford. As of this recording, which I believe this would have been like about a week ago or so, legendary actor and director Robert Redford has passed away at the age of 89. I was both shocked that he passed away, but I was also shocked that he was 89 years old. I didn't realize he was that old. I hope I look like Robert Redford when I'm 89.
Yeah, he can afford the plastic surgery.
Personal trainers, the personal, whatever. But yeah, Robert Redford. And of course, I think my favorite Robert Redford film is also one of Mike's favorite Robert Redford films. That's Sneakers.
Sneakers.
I love
That's
Sneakers.
a good one. I
Sneakers
like
is a good one.
I think my favorite is The Natural, though.
Yeah,
Natural's a great movie.
Yeah.
Sundance is a great movie.
Yeah.
The Sting, of course. We have to mention this fact too, since we talked about The Godfather earlier. Robert Redford was who the studio wanted for Michael Corleone.
Mm.
They did not want Al Pacino.
It doesn't come off as Italian. Oh,
Well, yeah, he doesn't come off as Italian, but does come off as a very good-looking, well-known actor.
sure does.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of what they
I-
were looking for.
I have to say, one of my favorites is Jeremiah Johnson. That's always,
Oh yeah,
It's a good one.
It's probably like I would call that one of the films that time forgot if you had to for Robert Redford.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Wake Up Dead Man, the third film in the Knives Out trilogy, hits theaters November 26th and then goes to Netflix on December 12th because God forbid movies stay in the theaters longer than 2 weeks anymore.
Unbelievable.
I am looking forward to this though because I love the first Knives Out movie. The second one was okay. I didn't like it that much, but I really liked the first one. And this one, as is the case with the Knives Out films, has a very stacked cast. Daniel Craig, of course, returning as Benoit Blanc. Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott, Thomas Hayden Church, Jeffrey Wright, just to name a few of the people who will be appearing in this film.
Low budget
I'm
film.
looking forward to that. What's that?
Low budget film.
Low budget, yeah.
Yeah.
The Highlander remake, which was delayed, was supposed to come out in spring of 2026, will now be delayed to late 2026 following an injury that Henry Cavill suffered while preparing for the filming of the Highlander remake. But don't worry, if you need a Henry Cavill fix, we have 3 Henry Cavill movies coming out before then. Enola Holmes 3, an action thriller called In the Gray, and Voltron.
Is he playing Voltron?
I don't know if it's animated or live action or if he's the actual giant robot because he's Henry Cavill. I have no idea, but
Right.
it's Voltron, yeah. Okay. James Gunn's Superman, also known as Guardians of the DCU, is now available on HBO Max. I really like the Superman film. I definitely want to watch it again.
I watched it with my son already.
Oh yeah, you watched it
Mhm.
already.
Yeah.
Added it to the marathon of Superman films you guys watched.
That's right. That's right.
I really liked the James Gunn Superman. I thought it was really
Mhm.
good. And Disney Plus announces the release of The Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters May 22nd, 2026. They released the trailer this week. You can see it on YouTube.
Ooh.
It includes a jacked Rhoda the Hutt.
Oh, they sure did release that trailer.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to call it, man. Holy cow. Holy smokes. That was, I have to say, that trailer was pretty limp noodle, man.
It was like, how much Grogu can we push into this trailer to get people to come to the theater to see it?
Yeah.
It was like,
yeah.
I imagine like every cute moment he has in the film was in that trailer.
Yeah, I think somebody was saying today on a podcast I was watching that they went to the obligatory him at the table trying to get food, which I guess is in every episode.
Yeah, but I actually like the crossover between Aliens and The Mandalorian.
Sigourney Weaver.
You know, I like that they're bringing in Ellen Ripley for this.
And then Predator will join soon, and it will be just part of the same universe.
Well, what they got to do is they got to bring back the cast from the original Aliens. So Veronica Cartwright's still alive.
Yeah.
Yaphet Kotto passed away, right?
Yaphet Kotto passed away.
So
Tom Skerritt's still alive, isn't he?
Tom Skerritt's still alive.
Yeah.
And then,
what's his name passed away? The other guy.
Ian Homestead. Yeah. Well, they could bring Ian Holmes back from Alien, whatever.
Alien Romulus. Yeah.
Romulus. Yeah.
No, I was thinking of the other guy that works with Yaphet Kotto in
Harry Dean Stanton.
Harry Dean Stanton. Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, they're all gone except for Ripley and Veronica Cartwright and Tom Skerritt. So.
Well, fortunately, we can do all CGI. You know.
Yeah. Right.
De-aging, all that stuff.
I mean, I never saw the Mando series because I mean, as a kid, I wanted to see a Boba Fett series. So to me, it's kind of an imposter show. And the fact that it's Grogu and obviously it's Baby Yoda. So, but to see I saw the poster. Did you guys see the poster for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just doesn't seem like a Star Wars movie. It seems like a,
Western
sitcom. Yeah.
So the Mando series is actually pretty good. They had a season called Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Which was very disappointing. But the Mandalorian, for the most part, has been pretty good series. Of course, the draw is the Baby Yoda guy, but
sure.
But it actually was a really good series, and it's more like a space western that takes place in the Star Wars universe.
Gotcha.
But the trailer,
right, or whatever it was.
Yeah, it mostly takes place there. But like the trailer is like, it felt like let's put as much of Baby Yoda in the trailer as we can because I don't know if people are going to want to see it otherwise.
Yeah.
And then the title sequence at the end looked like a really good Windows clip art.
Yes, no, 100%. I was definitely thinking, early 90s. You know,
but Disney threw all that together to end the hemorrhaging of money that was leaving. Over the past week.
Yeah,
right.
Well, you also have to think like they had the last 3 Marvel films that they released: Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, and what was the other one that they did recently? I can't remember, but the Captain America one and the Winter Soldier.
Brave New World or something.
Brave New World. All made over $400 million worldwide, but were still considered bombs because of how much money they spent making them.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, like, yeah, at some point, I think it just becomes oversaturation, and then people are turned away by it.
I also think too. I thought it was funny that we were oversaturated with Pedro that they didn't bother to take his helmet off, which I thought was kind of comical.
Yes, Pedro Pascal has become ubiquitous.
Well, I don't know. Him and Henry Cavill are everything. So
I don't feel as much like I see Henry Cavill and I'm not like turned off by it. I see Pedro Pascal and I'm like, again.
Well, the problem with Henry Cavill is he's got the Guillermo del Toro problem where he signs his name to a lot of projects and gets a lot of headlines, but then the projects never fruition to anything until like way down the line, or then he goes to something else and finally. So he's always kind of out there, but other than the last Mission Impossible movie, and he was in not League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. There was another like a World War II.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, he's not really, other than playing like little side characters, he's not really out there that much as a lead because it always seems like the projects he's on disappear. Like he was on Witcher, then things happened, he went away. Superman, it's like he's in the zeitgeist of that because of everybody loves him as Superman, obviously. So. But yeah, I'd be curious to see what he does with. I mean, I don't think we need. I think we've kind of, with all the TV shows, cartoons, and everything else in the movies for the Highlander series. I mean, I don't know what else there is to actually come of that. But I mean, why not?
Well, it's already been confirmed that the Highlander reboot will have Henry Cavill as McLeod. Karen Gillan is in it as the love interest. Dave Bautista is going to be playing the antagonist, whoever that might be. And
he's no Clancy Brown.
No, sure. And I love Dave Bautista, but I don't think he's going to be as good as Kurgan was. But
Mm.
my favorite is that the man who trains McLeod, which is played by Sean Connery in the original film,
Ramirez, yeah,
will be played by the master of accents himself, Russell Crowe.
Oh, there you go. That should be awesome. Hopefully he's yeah, I'll be curious if he's gonna be portly or if he's gonna be slimmed down like because Connery was pretty fit in that one.
Yeah, Connery's pretty fit, but no, I think Russell Crowe has entered Marlon Brando territory where
Yes,
he just
yeah.
eats Doritos and reads off cue cards.
Right.
At this
You
point in
know,
his career.
Billy Zane is actually, which I only caught like a glimpse of this, so I got to seek out the trailer. But Billy Zane's in a new movie where he plays Brando in Brando's
Yes.
life, I guess.
It looks really good.
I
saw
thought it was
looks
Brando
really
at
good.
first, and I didn't realize it was even Billy Zane for crying out
Jack, I
loud.
thought you were going to tell us that Billy Zane is working on Phantom 2.
That would be awesome.
I would love that.
Awesome.
You're bringing everything else back 30 years later. Give me a Phantom 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike, you must try beer craft destination for us.
What I'm gonna bring back a remake is The Shadow.
The Shadow. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the first one was awesome.
I do. I have a craft destination, and guess where it is, fellas? It's Philadelphia.
I've been there.
Yeah, no. As the nation's original capital, it's no surprise that beer is deeply intertwined with the Philadelphia's history. In the 1800s, the city was celebrated as the most accomplished brewing center outside of Europe. Today, more than 130, 129 now, craft breweries.
Too soon.
As in Delaware, though, breweries keep the legacy alive, offering dozens of styles across the metro area. When visiting the city of brotherly love, be sure to stop by Love City Brewing, where a dozen beers flow from the taps. The crisp Love City Lager is a standout. If you can't make it to the tap room, you can still find their beers poured throughout the city. Another highlight is Other Halves Brewing, Fishtown location. Opened in 2002, the Brooklyn favorite Philly outpost serves its iconic hazy IPAs alongside guests featured from local breweries. For something different, Carbon Copy, housed in the renovated West Philadelphia Firehouse, offers a unique mix of beer, wine, and cocktails across 18 taps, making it the city's first combined brewery and winery. To explore an even wider range, Monk's Cafe is legendary with 25 draft lines pouring world-class beers, including 3 coveted offerings from Russian River Brewing, such as Finley the Elder. Beer lovers should also plan for Philly Beer Week, held each June, a citywide celebration that showcases the region's best producers. Standouts include Victory Brewing Company, Sly Fox Brewing Company, and Yards Brewing Company, 3 of the area's largest and most influential breweries.
Everybody got that?
There's a lot there, man. There's a long one this week.
Hey, you got to promote the city, right?
Yeah, do we? I moved to Jersey because of the city. All right. Hey, everybody. We took a little break there for a second. We're back with our main segment tonight. This is, of course, Films That Time Forgot. This is the 12th time we have done this because this is one of our favorite things to do. We like to try to save it for our premiere episodes because we have so much fun with this topic. I have 3 for tonight. Normally we only do 1 each, but I decided to do a little extra tonight because
Not you have more than
trying to stump Jack, you know. I know Jack probably has a few as well. Kevin and Mike both have 1 each, I'm sure.
One.
It's hard enough coming up with 1 though, you know. So like
Yeah.
coming up with multiples is a lot. I only watched 1 of the 3 that I'm going to talk about tonight, though, like recently. I've seen all of them in the past enough times that I'm okay with it. But, so, Jack, why don't you go first with one of yours since you're our guest this evening?
All righty. So this one, probably one of my favorite directors, particularly of modern times. And this movie, I feel, at least in his library, has been completely not completely forgotten, but I see it has a resurgence every couple of years. But it's definitely one of my all-time favorites of his. And every time I watch it, I know it got mixed reviews when it came out. And it was one of those movies that I just fell in love with right out of the gate and have never looked back. And it's from 1997.
Okay.
And it stars, actually, let's see. I'll give you the. This probably even just give it away. The synopsis is a mysterious game invades a man's ordered existence.
So this is the game.
Yes.
This is the game with Michael Douglas, Sean Penn. This is
Sean Penn.
this
Mhm.
is David Fincher.
We were
Yeah,
talking
David
about
Fincher.
this not long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we were
1997.
we were talking about Fincher a while back, and this came up because
It's unappreciated.
yeah, it's an
Or
amazing movie.
underappreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when people talk about Fincher, usually they talk about Seven, they talk about Fight Club. They don't
Yeah.
talk about.
You don't talk about Fight Club, but you know.
Right. Yeah, and I'd have to say I've probably seen this movie as many times as I've seen Fight Club at least, and Seven.
Yeah.
I mean, those are kind of the trifecta for me. I mean, I actually just watched Benjamin Button fairly recently, and I bought the art book and then bought the movie on DVD, Blu-ray, because I thought that movie was magnificent. I mean, it's not. I feel it's incredibly well crafted, and I'm going to watch it again to kind of, because sometimes with a Fincher movie, you watch it and you're like, I dig this. And even the more times you watch it, I feel like those movies get better and better. Even the Panic Room I watched again recently, which I really do like that movie a lot.
I like the Panic Room.
Forgot about that.
Such a
I
great
like
film.
the Panic Room a lot. I love Jodie Foster. It's one of my favorite
Yes.
Jodie Foster films.
And that movie is super intense. I mean, the fact that they keep that movie just right at the top for tense, right out of the gate. You know, once they get the lights go out and it's the end of the, it's the end of the day and so on and so forth, and the guys come in from there to the end. You're like, why? My favorite Jared Leto next to Fight Club, two best roles he's ever done.
Anytime Jared Leto either gets the shit kicked out of him or shot in the face, it's a good role.
Right? Exactly. Exactly.
But get back to the game. I think the first time I watched it, I didn't know it was a Fincher film. It was 97. I was in college. I was pretty young. I wasn't like as into like, going through a director's filmography as much as I am now. And so I'd watched it when it was on cable and really, really liked it. It wasn't until like a few years later that I realized it was the same guy that did, these other movies that I love.
Yeah, I think I rented it from Blockbuster or West Coast Video at the time, and I mean, it was just a very interesting movie,
Well, and how it unfolds it's just really fantastic. It's like it really lures you in, and then when you think, oh, it's this isn't going to happen, it does. I mean, he keeps you guessing the whole time. And the music with Howard Shore composes the music, which he does most of his films. I love that soundtrack. It's probably one of my favorite soundtracks as well. It's so haunting. And the intercuts and the mix that they do with the 16 millimeter of his dad going on the roof and the different clips of his childhood. I mean, that movie is so rich. I mean, that's where you see where everybody has that argument about film or video. It's like you watch that movie and shot on film at the time. That is such a great, just textural movie.
This is one I got to get back to and rewatch because I haven't seen this one in a while. And like, I've seen Seven and I've seen Fight Club a million times. I've seen Button a few times, but this is one
Network,
Social Network I've seen a million times. Like this is one I gotta like revisit a little bit. Because I mean, like so Douglas Penn, Deborah Unger plays Douglas's wife in the film.
That whole sequence too, when they're back at her place, and then he starts like, I mean, they do a really good job connecting you to Michael Douglas as the audience, because he is the audience at that point. But that whole sequence with her and then him trying to figure that, and he's like putting all the pieces together, and you're putting the pieces together with him. I mean, and then the whole
scene. And I'm sorry to cut you off, Jack.
No, that's fine. Go for it.
Like the when they get into like the cafeteria, the area where he sees everybody, and he pulls out the gun. And you've already been questioning everything from the, halfway through the movie as to what's real, what's not. The fact she's saying, where'd you get that gun that wasn't on the list? That wasn't something
Right,
we talked about.
right.
I was like, oh shit, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's great. And then when that whole reveal happens with him, with Sean Penn at the end, I mean, it's such an emotional roller coaster of a film too. He wakes up in Mexico in a coffin.
Yeah. I was blown away. I was blown away at the end. Like, I was like, wow. I mean, it actually was a game. Like,
right,
like
right.
It blows you away. And you also got one of the all-time great character actors in this film too, James Reborn.
Yes, and Tommy Flanagan.
And Tommy Flanagan, like guys that are like in a million things.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a great pull, Jack. This is a good one. This is definitely one a Fincher film that I got to revisit that I haven't seen in a while. Have you seen his last one, The Killer?
I have not caught that yet. No, I have not seen that yet. How is that? Is it pretty good?
It's not bad. Michael Fassbender is really good in it. There's a couple like plot holes I had a problem with.
Right.
But the part of it that I liked the most, and Tilda Swinton has a small role in it. But the few times that she's on screen, she's fire. She steals the show. So
I love her. She's so good.
I love Tilda Swinton. She's really, really good in this film. And but it's not one of his better movies, but it wasn't bad. I really liked Mindhunter, the series that he produced for Netflix. I love that series.
Yeah, I do too. I've seen both seasons a couple of times, and they're, I mean, some of the best stuff you'll ever see. I mean, the interactions that they have, especially when they start talking to the convicts.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Temper particularly, and then the second season they go to Manson, and it's just like, man, it's like they really did a good job with their research.
Yeah, and like the Kemper stuff was so disturbing.
Just to watch the stuff with him alone is the price of admission for that first season. I mean, he's so good.
I was disappointed that they didn't do a third season of it, but I did see recently that they may be producing a film for Netflix that'll follow up the second season and kind of close out the story.
I mean, it would be great if they did that, because that left a hell of a lot hanging.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's so much they left open in that last episode.
Yeah, and I think COVID happened or something happened between the second season and the third season, and then everybody just got busy and they said it was too expensive, which I thought was ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, and I don't know, like Netflix is so pick and choose about the shows that they renew and cancel, so I have no idea, what the real story is.
What do you think about him doing the Tarantino Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
The follow-up?
Yeah. I might actually see it because I didn't see the movie.
I didn't. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood got a lot of like positive reviews and award considerations. Brad Pitt won the Oscar for supporting actor for it. He's really good in it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. It wasn't like, not that I didn't like, I kind of liked it, but it wasn't my favorite Tarantino film.
Sure.
I thought it was like all over the place. And I felt like, I liked the revisionist history he did for Inglourious Bastards, but you don't have to do it for everything. And there was like some
right
in this film that I just didn't, it was I don't know. There's some good moments in it, but it wasn't one of my favorite Tarantino films. I mean, there's a great scene with DiCaprio.
Sure.
He plays this like washed up actor, and he has this scene where he does like some of the best acting in his life, and he's so like overcome with emotion afterwards because he didn't think he had it in him anymore. And that's a great scene. But then like there's so much other extraneous stuff going on that I'm like, I don't know if I might have to watch it again and see, but I didn't enjoy it the first time I saw it. So
did you? I just watched Jackie Brown for the first time, which
that's
been
great.
Quite a while. Yeah, it was one of those films I was like, okay, and he calls it a hangout movie, and it is that. I mean, there's not a lot that happens. I mean, it's very much a relationship film.
Yeah. It didn't do well in the box office because people were expecting Pulp Fiction, and it wasn't Pulp Fiction.
Well, no, and the scene that kind of jars you out of it, or awake, I guess, back into it is obviously the De Niro and Bridget Fonda scene in the parking lot.
Yeah,
because it was completely unexpected. I mean, it makes sense for his character because he was a scumbag and he was sick and tired of her yammering. But I mean, I could see him doing that. But
most people would just imagine doing that.
Right. Though I have to say the best scene in that, one of the best scenes in that movie is when Sam Jackson picks up Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker, yeah.
And that one crane shot they have where he's like, "Oh, come on, man," talks him into the car, and then it goes around, follows him around to the parking lot. I mean, that whole execution scene was amazing. I mean, you're just like, wow.
It's obvious it's a Tarantino film. It's got a
Yeah.
lot of the homages to other films that he does, even down to the fact that Pam Grier stars in it.
Right.
I thought Robert Forster was the best part of that film.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, let's see here. Mike, Kev, either you guys want to go next?
You have 3. I think you should go next.
Oh, okay. I'll take one then. I'll do one that I think Jack will guess very easily because this is a great film. It's from 1990, R-rated film, horror film, by one of my favorite horror directors. In fact, he directed my favorite horror film of all time, Hellraiser, Clive Barker. This movie stars Craig Schaefer, David Cronenberg, the famed director, as the antagonist of the film.
Nightbreed, of course.
It is Nightbreed. I love this movie. I knew you would get this one right away.
I was trying. I was kicking. I was trying to remember the name. Now they put out a director's cut, correct? I'm trying to remember.
I think it's like one of those movies where there's like multiple cuts that are available.
Yeah, because it got butchered by the studio, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And Cronenberg was in it, of course, but I know Barker was not happy because of what the studio did to it. And I thought they put out a new version of it. Like
maybe. I mean, the last time I watched it was on Amazon Prime, and it was an hour 40 minutes or so, which I think was the original cut.
Right.
Because the directors, I would assume, be a little longer. So the only one I've ever seen is the original cut. I still like it, even though there's obvious studio interference in it. But
right,
I still love it. I like it because of the practical effects in it.
Yeah, no, definitely. The makeup effects, practical effects are really good. Yeah.
Yeah, here, I'll share the screen so you can see some of the pictures here. So this is like,
And then Cronenberg's zipper face is awesome.
Oh, yeah. So here's like 2 of the creatures that you meet, the Nightbreed. There's another one there.
Yeah, that's one I got to see again. It's been a long time.
So there's Cronenberg here with the Schaefer, the actor who stars in the film. Yeah, Cronenberg plays like a serial killer. And that's the thing that I like about it too, is the twist that the monster this guy is the villain. That's the mask that he wears, but the monsters themselves are the good guys.
Right.
So like this guy here looks like a demon, but he's a good guy. So that's kind of one of the things I liked about Nightbreed. It's just it kind of it twists it around a little bit. Plus, having already seen Hellraiser and loving Hellraiser, so I knew like Clive Barker doesn't usually disappoint me.
Good old Frank.
So, alrighty, that was my first one. I knew Jack would get that one easily. I do have one from deep in the well for later on, but why don't one of you guys go next?
I'll go. All right, so mine's from 1986, a PG-13 movie. It says action horror thriller. Director is Mike Marvin.
Okay.
The actors in it start from the least known to up to the most. Chris Nash, Griffin O'Neill, Clint Howard, Debbie Bozen, David Shrell, Matthew Berry, Randy Quaid, Sherlyn.
Did you say what type of genre? I'm sorry.
Horror thriller.
Horror thriller. Okay.
So Randy Quaid, Sherilyn Fenn,
Nick Cassavetes.
Nick Cassavetes. Yes.
Yeah.
And Charlie Sheen.
Oh,
is this the Wraith?
It's the Wraith.
The Wraith. Yeah. I see the cover. I just couldn't remember the damn name.
Oh,
yeah.
Here's the best cover I love that I saw this. It gives the four top actors in it. It goes featuring the music of Billy Idol, Robert Palmer, Ozzy Osbourne, and Motley Crue.
The Wraith. I'll give you a funny piece of trivia on that one. Charlie Sheen was also filming Platoon at the time, and his schedule was so crazy with that. A lot of the times that you see the Wraith in the film, it's not
Not
Charlie
him.
Sheen.
It's probably
No kidding.
It is a body double. Yeah.
That's fun.
it's
I don't think I've seen that film since 1987.
Yeah.
just rewatched it and I'm like, so this movie tells you back in the 80s, if you were the head of a gang, you could tell a woman, "You're my woman. Nobody can touch you," and kidnap her no matter where she's at, working, take her from work, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause they all wore mini skirts and crop tops and roller skates while they're serving burgers.
It's a holdover from the 50s.
Yeah. That's so I saw the Wraith in the 90s probably. And I hadn't watched it since then till like recently another podcast. There's a podcast called How Did This Get Made that talks about like bad movies. And they covered the Wraith recently, and I was like, wow, I haven't seen that in forever. So I rewatched it again, and I'm like, wow, now I remember why I haven't seen this in forever.
You know, how they stop people to race cars, but they have to put the racing helmet on before they what?
Well, that's the key with the consistency of not knowing it's Charlie Sheen or somebody standing in for him, you know.
No. The bad guys.
Okay.
They would put a racing helmet on with no face shield. Like you're in your car driving. Why you just put it's because you're going faster now?
Yeah. I don't know. It's 80s. It's
it was bad 80s.
That was definitely a deep one though, man.
I went deep with that one.
That was a good one, Mike.
I was stuck until you said Charlie. So you said Charlie Sheen. I knew what it was as you said it. Because the rest,
I kept thinking of Quick Change, but that's not even remotely the same thing.
No, that's a
that
good
was in
movie,
the 90s. That was with what's his name, Bill Murray.
That was
wasn't
Bill
it?
Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Randy
Randy
Quaid's in
Quaid
that
was
one.
in that, but it was Bill Murray.
Randy Quaid is best
mhm.
John Wayne impersonation in this movie as the cop. You kids better quit doing that.
Man. Wow, that's a pull. That is a real pull. So Mike, you have anything else you want to say, or should we go to Kevin's now?
It should have been forgotten.
We should.
Well, what threw me is when you mentioned Clint Howard. It's like Clint Howard could be in anything. I mean, he's in like 4,000 different movies.
Like the first thing that popped in my head when he said like action, horror, thriller, whatever, and you said Clint Howard, I thought there's one where he plays a serial killer who works in an ice cream truck.
Yeah, the Ice Cream Man, isn't it?
Ice Cream Man, yeah. And that was the first one that popped in my head when I heard Clint Howard. But then when I heard the rest of the cast, I was like, no, I don't think it's that. Because Clint Howard's either done really bad horror films or just any film that his brother directed.
Right, exactly. And Seinfeld.
He's also the Johnson guy from the Austin Power films.
Yes.
That's true.
So Kev, why don't we move on to yours now?
All right, mine's a cakewalk, so I'm going to try to be. I mean, based on everything that you guys have been saying, I'm going to try to make this as difficult as possible. I'm only going to tell you the year it came out was 1990.
Okay.
And to go through the cast, it's a pretty stacked cast, so I really have to kind of sift through. Let's see. I will start with. Okay. Here we go. It had William Forsythe. It had Edo Ross.
Oh, wow.
Glenn Headley.
This is Dick Tracy.
Oh, you got it.
Are you serious?
Damn, yeah.
Dick Tracy.
Like, damn, Lee.
Mhm.
Wow.
It was quick.
That's a good one. Jesus.
I can't think of any other movies that William Forsythe and Glenn Headley were in at the same time. It's Dick Tracy.
That's another one.
Also,
I
the
haven't seen
90s.
since
I mean, they
1990.
could have been anything, but yeah.
Right.
I mean, talk about a stacked cast. You got Madonna, you got Paul Sorvino, Mandy Patinkin, Warren Beatty, obviously.
Madonna.
You got didn't I say Madonna? I'm sorry.
Pacino.
Pacino,
Pacino.
and Kathy Bates, Dustin Hoffman. I forgot.
So Kathy Bates has a non-speaking role in that film.
Isn't that crazy?
She's a stenographer during the interrogation of Mumbles.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you saw that one? Because I haven't seen it since it came out in the theater.
Close to that for me.
I think I've watched. I think I may have owned it on VHS. because it was a good movie.
I loved it. I loved
it. Was the colors, the
Yeah.
action. It was
I
really
mean,
well done.
to me, it's like it is a comic book movie on film.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
There's movies that you either loved it or you hated it. There was no.
Yeah, I loved it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think I can't. All I remember is because I was working at it at the movie theater at the time, and I just didn't know what the heck I was even watching. Because I grew up on the cartoon, the Dick Tracy cartoon.
The comic
so
strips,
seeing this was just like, it was very weird. There was a cartoon out too, which was back. I think it was in the 70s, or even before that.
I mean, I watched it a few times, and I do like I appreciate certain things about it, and so they're like every villain he's ever faced in the Sunday comics is in this movie because they weren't sure if they were going to get cleared for a sequel, so they crammed as much as they could into it. It's obvious.
Right. That's great.
Obviously, they didn't get cleared for a sequel, so
no, but they didn't get it cleared for a sequel. But it's like I love Dustin Hoffman in it as Mumbles. He's one of my favorite parts of it.
Yep.
I can take or leave Madonna. I don't think she's a great actress, but you know,
Pacino
role. I love Pacino, and it's so over the top. He got nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for this friggin' movie.
Did he really?
He did. And I mean, fortunately, it was the year that Joe Pesci won for Goodfellas. So. But it's such an over the top performance. I feel like this is the movie that led to Pacino becoming the caricature of Al Pacino. Like he got so into playing Big Boy Caprice that he never stopped playing Big Boy Caprice for the rest of his
career. Because wasn't after this he did Son of a Woman?
He did. And Son of a Woman is basically just a blind Big Boy Caprice.
Right.
Yeah. He did Heat not too long after this either. And you get, from Heat, you get, you get it right here. Hold on.
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
That scene in that movie is just so like, what? What's that doing?
You can see Hank Azaria's face. He's like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I mean, it's perfect for that movie too. It's so out there.
He has so many funny lines though in Dick Tracy. Like Big Boy Caprice is like, he tries to sound intelligent, so he says these like these like really weird quotes and then tells you who said it, and it's never the right person. So it'd be like, it's something like, you can always kill two birds with one stone, Lincoln. Like just like really crazy shit like that. But one of my favorite lines in the film is at the end. He's abducted Glenn Headley's character who plays, she's the the love interest of Dick Tracy.
Right.
And he has her tied up and he's like, wait, I have a thought. It's gone.
I'll have to see that again when I have a chance.
I think it's like, I really do think it's the movie that broke Pacino, because after that you get Scent of a Woman, you get Heat, you get Devil's Advocate, where he's really off the wall.
Yeah.
And it's never really recovered since then.
No.
That's a good one though, Kev. I really like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Jack, do you have another one, or you want me to go with my other one right now?
All right. So you said you wanted to go down into the well, so I'm gonna go down there too.
I went to the well.
I got it. Yeah.
All right. So this one's 1995, rated R.
Rated R.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Boy. All right. So this one's got James LeGros. There's not a 90s movie out there that doesn't have either James LeGros or Dermot Mulroney in. So those two guys are in this movie. Catherine Keener.
Okay.
Peter Dinklage, and I think this was his first role. Kevin Corrigan, and I think he was in Dazed and Confused, but I'd have to look that up. And then the lead was Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
It's kind of a dark comedy.
First, I was going to say the Station Agent, because that is Peter Dinklage's first movie role. So this might be his second one then.
I don't know. It was 95, wasn't? I thought that one was a little later. No?
Was that a little later? Because I always thought Station Agent was like his first major film role.
I think that was his first breakout one for sure.
Okay.
I think that was the first one that everybody was like,
Yeah,
"Oh my
'cause
god, this guy's he's kind
he
of a big thing."
He did Elf after that. Steve Buscemi, 1995. It's not Trees Lounge, is it?
No, but that's a good one.
Yeah. Trying to think of Steve Buscemi movies. Definitely not Fargo.
No, not Airheads.
It's not Airheads. I can tell you that's not Airheads. It's not Reservoir Dogs.
No.
It's not Ghost World.
No, that's
another good one.
Classic, yeah. That's a great film.
Yeah, my Steve Buscemi like Rolodex is running thin right now. I'm trying to think of like just 90s films that he was in.
But he was the lead in.
He was lead in. I know. That's why I said Trees Lounge at first.
Is it Armageddon?
Yeah.
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
I just watched that again recently too. That movie's hysterical.
Oh God, I love. Have you ever listened to the director's commentary?
Oh yeah.
Where Ben Affleck says to Michael Bay, "How come we didn't teach astronauts how to drill?" And Michael Bay tells him to shut the fuck up. God, let me think. Jesus. Yeah, I think you may have stumped me with this one again. I'm trying to go back, man.
I'll give you the synopsis. The synopsis is this ultimate tribute to all independent filmmakers takes place during one day on a set of a non-budget movie. Peter Dinklage actually plays a dwarf in a dream. and he makes total fun of the whole thing. It's hysterical.
Just living in oblivion?
Yes.
Oh wow. Yeah, I had to go deep for that one, Jack.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. That's a classic.
I've seen it once. Like I don't even remember Peter Dinklage as a dwarf in it. That's how long ago.
Yeah, he wears a powder blue top hat and like a suit.
Wow.
Technically, he plays a dwarf in every movie, but
right. Yeah, but this one he's like, oh, I can't remember the exact line, but he pokes fun of Steve Buscemi about it. He's like, oh, so I have to be a dwarf in a movie, in this woman's dream, and I'm holding up an apple. It's like this is so cliche. It's just like
that makes me think of In Bruges.
Oh God, In Bruges is such a great film. I love
where the dwarf actor that Colin Farrell befriends is like angry at the film that he's in because it's like this dream sequence and he's a dwarf but he has to play a little boy and
yep. I love that movie.
That's man. Oof. This is back when like I was like absorbing a lot of movies because I was really getting into film, especially like independent films. And there's so many movies that I've probably forgotten that I've seen.
Oh yeah, no, I happen to me all the time.
That's why I went to like
while watching one.
Yeah, it'd be like you watch a movie and you're like, wait, I've seen this one.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, yeah, that's a good one. I'll give you one more then. This is not the one that I was trying to fool you with. I think this is one you might probably figure out. I don't know if Mike or Kev have seen this one either. I'll go right to the main star because you don't get this guy as a lead that often either. John Lithgow starred in this film from 1992. It's a horror thriller.
Raising Cain.
Yeah, very good.
Oh,
I didn't even have to say anything.
Great movie.
Nice, Kevin.
I like Raising Cain. I haven't seen this one in a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one I haven't seen since it came out.
I probably haven't seen this one since the 90s, but I was going through like a list of like movies that I had, and I was like, oh, this is a good one. I'll throw this one in there and see. But I had a feeling, I don't know if Mike has seen this one, but I know Kev might have seen this one. So I love the tagline for this because the movie is directed by Brian De Palma. The tagline is demented, deranged, deceptive, De Palma.
Oh man,
it's definitely not Untouchables, but I still enjoy this movie.
That's funny.
I mean, the movie. The only reason to watch it is John Lithgow because he's great in it. And he plays
Mhm.
like, so he's a character who has what do we call it now? Dissociative identity disorder, but they called it multiple personalities back then. So he plays multiple roles in the sense that he has all these personalities that he plays. But then he also plays his own father in the film, and the father was experimenting on him as a kid, which led to the multiple personalities.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
probably worth a rewatch. I haven't seen this in a while, but I remember watching it a lot. I had it on VHS. I used to watch it all the time. Raising
Yeah, I had
Cane's
no
really-
idea that De Palma directed that. That's interesting.
I actually I didn't know that either. And even though I've seen this movie a million times, it's funny. Like De Palma's, he's got such a weird filmography.
Yeah, he does.
And he does have like a typical style, but I wouldn't have been able to pick out his style in this film.
Hmm.
It's not like Scarface or Untouchables or even like Blowout or something like that. Like he has a style.
Right.
But yeah, all right, that's a good, nice pull, Kev. I didn't even have to say anything. I just said John Lithgow. We've already done Harry and the Hendersons before, so you knew it wasn't that one.
Harry.
Remind me, wasn't there a movie around the same time? Denzel Washington is the hero.
Ricochet.
John Lithgow, Ricochet.
Yeah.
Okay, because I get Raising Cane and Ricochet mixed up from time
Well,
to
he
time.
was the villain in Ricochet as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Ricochet was he
And
was put in
Cliffhanger.
prison. He was put in prison by Denzel Washington's character, and when he escapes from prison, he frames Washington for a bunch of different like things that he didn't do in order to ruin his reputation. Yeah. All I remember from that movie is John Lithgow has a fight in prison with another inmate, and they wear Yellow Pages books all over their bodies as armor. So, Jack, do you have another one, or should I do my last one?
Let's see.
I know he has another one.
Ooh. All right, I won't go too hard on this one. Let's see. Actually, go ahead, and I'll come back to you.
Okay, I'll do my last one, which I said I went very, very deep into the well for this one because I really wanted to try to find something that would stump Jack. This is a PG-13 film from 1989.
Okay.
It is under the category of action, adventure, sci-fi, and sport.
Jesus.
A human becomes an unlikely rising star in the biggest fighting tournament in the galaxy that's dominated by alien species.
1989?
1989. It looks like it was filmed in like 82. It's so campy.
Yeah, of course.
Stars Paul Satterfield, Hamilton Camp, Claudia Christian, Shari Shudock, and Armin Shimmerman. With a little, that's got a little Star Trek nod there, Mike, because Armin Shimmerman played Quark on DS9 and Shuri Sudduck played Goldacott.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But those are the biggest names in this film.
Oh my god. What's the synopsis? Can you give us that?
Synopsis is a human becomes an unlikely rising star
Oh,
in the
okay.
biggest
Sorry.
in the biggest fighting tournament in the galaxy, dominated by other species.
Wasn't this an episode of Voyager? I mean, the episode that starred The Rock.
Yeah, it sounds like it, right? So
like
here's a longer synopsis. Steve Armstrong is a human short order cook in a fast food restaurant on a star station where the most popular arena fighting tournament in the whole galaxy is held. Members of various alien species fight one another, often dirty, to become the ruling champion of the galaxy. The restaurant's sole waiter and Steve's boss is Shorty, a short, four-armed, scheming humanoid alien. When Steve saves Shorty from a particularly unpleasant and violent alien guest, they're both fired, and Shorty shows his gratitude by becoming Steve's manager and helping him win the tournament.
Oh my god! The only thing that keeps coming to mind is Space Truckers, but I know it's not that.
This one is so bad. The Shorty character is an alien with four arms. When he has to use all four arms, the camera is only shown from like his like chest up, and it's obvious there's two other arms coming up and working with his. And then when they do long shots of him, it's just two prop arms just flopping at his sides. This is campy as campy can be. I couldn't even find box office numbers for this because I don't even know if it made it past.
I don't think I've ever even seen this movie. It doesn't even ring a remote bell.
It rings a remote bell for me, but I'll watch all such a sci-fi movies. But
that's the reason I had watched this when I first saw it was, hey, it's sci-fi, it's aliens fighting in an arena. This looks like kind of like Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna watch this shit, and it's bad. And then I rewatched it recently because it's on Tubi, and I gotta watch this now. And then
I gotta watch this now. They're talking.
After watching it, I was like, yeah, I definitely got to check this out again, and I'm definitely putting this on the list. So the movie is called, if you are ready to give up.
I can.
Yeah.
Movie is called Arena.
Oh my God. Yeah. I've seen it, and you know what? I don't remember it.
It's one of those things, man. It's one of those movies where you see it and you don't remember.
It's gone. Well, it's like that movie because I think it came out around the same time as Hobo Jocks came out. That was like the first big kind of like mech movie.
It's probably around the same year because I remember watching RoboJocks too, and that's yeah. Here, I'm going to share my screen so you can see the movie poster for this. Arena is the name of the film. Hold on. So here is the poster for it. Tonight, championship grudge match, man versus monster. For 1,000 years, no human has been the champion. He wants to be the first. Arena.
Wow.
I want to see if we got pictures of the guy with the forearms here. Here's Goldicott. He plays the villain in the film. Let's see here. Oh, here's Armin Shimmerman, Quark. Apparently, he only does roles where you have to put him in makeup.
Not true, because he was the principal of Buffy.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
he was. Forgot about that.
I don't know if there's any pictures of the guy with forearms. That's the funniest thing in this movie. It's like there's great practical effects, and then there's Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't have any pictures of the guy with the forearms, sadly. I think
that's a big selling tool right there.
Here's one of the fighting scenes.
There's a picture of a brunette. Can you bring her up? She looked familiar real quick.
Yeah, she's the love interest in the film.
Yeah.
To what, the forearm thing?
Claudia Christian.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't she in Babylon 5?
I was going to say she was on Babylon 5.
Was she in Babylon 5? I'm looking out here. So she was in Babylon 5. Commander Susan Ivanova.
Yeah, she was the same commander.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
That's why I bring that picture up. She looks familiar.
So you got a connection to DS9 and Babylon 5.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Me and Jack are probably one of the 30 people that watched Babylon 5.
I watched Babylon 5. I just didn't remember that she was in it.
I love that show. Well, it's like Sigourney Weaver in the new Mando movie.
Oh, yeah. Those are my three. I did Nightbreed, Raising Cain, and Arena. I would say on a scale of is this wine or is it milk? Nightbreed and Raising Cain are both wine for me, but Arena is definitely some moldy milk.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't hold up, is what you're saying?
No, it's not hold up at all. But if you want to watch it, it's on Tubi.
Yeah, so is Wraith. Wraith is on Tubi.
Wraith is on Tubi. It is also I would call Wraith milk.
I would call it milk, except for the lead actress does show boobs. So.
Oh, that's the '80s staple. Everybody shows their tits in the '80s.
Well, that's what I think it was Corman. When was it Corman? No, was it Corman that probably? It was. I think Herschel Gordon Lewis said that the cheapest special effect is a woman's chest.
That sounds like an '80s producer. Yeah,
it only happened in the '80s. After that,
I will say that Dick Tracy to me is definitely wine. I would
wine. Oh yeah,
Tracy. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Jack, what were the ones you gave us tonight?
The Game and Living in Oblivion.
Yeah, so The Game is definitely wine to me. I have to watch that again. I haven't seen Living in Oblivion since it came out in the '90s, so I definitely have to rewatch that one just so I could see that Peter Dinklage was actually in the film. Do you have any other ones for us tonight, Jack? Or
yeah, so I got one more quick one for you.
Okay.
This one's from 1997, rated R, comedy, dark comedy satire. I'll go with the cast first. Benny the Jet Urquidez is in it. Mitchell Ryan, Jeremy Piven, another Hank Azaria appearance, Alan Arkin, Joan Cusack, Dan Aykroyd, then Minnie Driver, and John Cusack.
Gross Point Blank.
Oh, Gross Point Blank. Yeah.
Love that.
I couldn't get it out of my mouth quick enough. Kevin beat me to it. The Dan Aykroyd one threw me for a minute there, but as soon as you said Minnie Driver and John Cusack,
yeah.
I mean, the banter between Aykroyd and Cusack in it is great.
Oh, the banter between Cusack and Arkin too.
Yeah.
Yep. And Driver. I mean, it's all that movie's. I find that's like I think that's a perfect movie as far as I'm concerned. It's like you go in exactly with everything across the board. I mean, it just everybody's firing on all cylinders. I mean, Joan and John themselves, brother and sister. I mean, the fact that she's the secretary plus also the person that gets helps him out with his his agency and all that stuff. It burns it all to the ground. I mean, just classic stuff, man. It's a very noir
he goes
film.
back for the class reunion, and he doesn't even hide it. He just tells me, "I'm a hitman. I'm a professional hitman," and no one believes. And they're like, "No, with dental,"
I think
they're making light of it so much.
I'm not like a real big John Cusack fan. I think there's only a few movies that I really like of his, but I think his two best movies are Gross Point Blank and High Fidelity.
High Fidelity.
Yes.
Yeah, I think those are my two favorite.
Pretty much any movie he's in is a movie that time forgot. So
that's true.
Not really. He was in Con Air, and that movie lives forever.
Yeah, but nobody remembers him in it.
I remember he's in it. He's the FBI agent who wears flip flops for some reason.
That's right. That's right. But another Steve Buscemi crazy movie.
Yes, another Steve Buscemi film.
Where they strap him to a chair.
And another John Malkovich film.
Yep.
And Kevin's favorite actor, Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
All right. Mike, you have any beer history or trivia for us this evening?
I get some beer history. South Pacific Island cultures develop fermentation methods in which starch is converted into fermentable sugars through human saliva, a practice similar to South American chicha. Tribes around the world have used this approach, whether chewing grain or spitting into a fermentation vessel, for spitting into a cooked grain before sealing it up to ferment. Enzymes in the saliva break down starches into sugar, which are then fermented to wild yeast. Whether these resulting beverage should be considered beer is debatable, since, like Asia's rice-based liquor, the process does not involve malting. It is often made with starches other than grain, such as yams, toros, and other root crops. Among Taiwanese indigenous groups, the practice is developed further, with some tribes distilling the fermented liquid into clear spirit. Because these groups lack writing systems, the antiquity of this technique is unclear. It may have been introduced from mainland China by the Han immigrants, especially since milt, native to North China, is a typical base ingredient, though this remains uncertain. The first industrial brewery in Asia emerged much later in 1855. Edward Dreyer founded the Dreyer Breweries in the Himalayan mountains of India. The enterprise survives today as part of the Mohan Meakin, a diverse company spanning multiple industries.
Everybody got that?
We have a cinema quote of the week.
Acting is not about being someone different. It's finding the similarity in what is apparently different than finding myself in there. Meryl Streep, American actress, 1949.
Now.
I love Meryl Streep, but that really sounds pretentious. All righty. How are our drinks this evening, gentlemen?
The last of the Iron Hill is gone.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, look, it had a shelf life. I was supposed to drink it within 48 hours of opening it. A couple days later, but It is what it is. To move on.
Coffee and Irish cream, always good.
Can't go wrong with garage beer.
Yep. And Jack had a good old hard cider. Strongbow. I had to look up that commercial with Patrick Stewart now.
Mm-hmm.
Engage.
Yeah. So once again, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight for the season 11 premiere. Jack, would you like to tell everybody where they can find you at?
Yes, you can check me out on YouTube at Cthulhu Jack Presents. I'll be having some more videos, reviews coming up shortly before Halloween and all through the end of the year.
You also check out the comic book series that you...
Yeah, we produce a comic book series with Darkside Media called Lovecraft PI. We have a new Kickstarter campaign, which we'll be also launching October 28th. You can check out our links are on our YouTube channel and Instagram at Lovecraft PI.
Alrighty. So thanks again for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoyed listening to the podcast as much as we enjoyed recording it for you. Don't forget, you can shoot us an email at filmsandfermentation@gmail.com or visit linktree.com/filmsandfermentation. Find all of our social media podcast links. You can find us on the Pod Nation Media Network on Roku, on YouTube, on Rumble. You can subscribe to Substack for our newsletter, which will be which we will be sending out again soon now that we're back to recording. And again, remember, we are an independent podcast, and we can use your support. You can also text us at 904-867-4466. And join us next time around at the crossroads between Pickled and Fermented for our upcoming episode where we look at the career of the late, great John Candy. I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Jack.
And this has been the Films and Fermentation Podcast. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.